Hello and welcome to this week's update, the weekly update, Friday the 3rd of February 2023. And just to let you know, in case you're losing track, we didn't have a weekly update last Thursday. Mistake of mine. I was away last Friday. I was away on the Friday and forgot to do one before I went, if I'm honest, and didn't feel terribly well for a couple of days last week, so never quite caught it up either. So back on a routine now, hopefully every Friday, updating you with news. And thanks as ever to Mr. Rick for pointing out that I didn't do it last week. Okay, so in the news this week, on Tuesday, Faye, Rick, Mary and myself had a meeting at Ascension House, the home of Disability Positive, with Lynn and Jessica from Disability Positive and also Nicola from the Story House in Chester to talk about their Kaleidoscope Festival and in particular the summer events and the parade and so on. And we were looking at how Disability Positive, Northwest Care Co-Operative and the Story House could work together around that event and try and add to it and maybe put a bit more into it. And make it a good event, not that it wasn't, but to improve it as much as we can. And of course, some of you may know that Disability Positive helped sponsor an event that is called No Limits now. It used to be the Chester Independent Living Awareness Day, but it's now called No Limits, that reset itself last year in Northwich after a couple of years break for COVID. And that's a kind of festival of event that they're trying to develop. And the idea really is to try and bring a bit of No Limits to Kaleidoscope and vice versa, and see if we can add a bit more to what's going on in Chester and allow the two events and the various organisations to work together to try and build something a little bit more. So there was quite a lot of discussion and sort of ideas around that. Nothing particularly tangible yet, but I think that will be coming soon. And we'll let you know as that develops. And I think it could be a good opportunity for some of our members to get involved and do a whole range of different things during that festival week, which will be in the summer. Also on the theme of the Story House, a reminder, as many of you know, that it's a Kaleidoscope club night there tonight from 6 p.m, dancing away to the disco. That's in the Garrick Theatre in the Story House. Starts at 6. Admission is £9, £8 to Story House members. And I already know that there's a gang of our members planning to go and no doubt having a bit of a hoolie tonight. So I hope you enjoy that. Also a reminder, it's gone out on the WhatsApp groups, but we will be having the second of two that we're trying to have every year now, PA meetings, fairly kind of social kind of get-togethers where we'll talk a little bit of business as well, just to kind of get people's thoughts on a few things that are brewing. And the next one's scheduled for 2 p.m. on the 11th of March, which is a Saturday, 2 p.m, 11th of March, at the Old Wirral 100 pub, which is a large pub on the A41 in Great Sutton, CH66 2BY. Those PAs, it's open to all PAs. If you haven't been to one of these events before, please do get along. A reminder that if you complete all your training and you're looking for your £200 bonus, then attending one of these events is also part of that. And the reason why we say that is because there's some information I need to share and some things I need to ask people. I want to make sure that I'm able to ask everybody and not just those who turn up. So we're trying to encourage everyone to get to at least one of those events. So that's the 11th of March this year. The members survey is kind of due to close. We were going to close it at the end of January. We've had a decent response. Actually, we've had a good response according to most kind of survey sort of statistic data. So that's good. It would be great if we could have an even better one. And so I'm going to keep it open a few days. I mean, largely, I'm not going to do a great deal with it for a bit. So we'll keep it open a few more days. And I'll put the link in the WhatsApp groups if anyone hasn't completed it. So please do have a go. But yeah, we got some good responses, some useful ideas. And part of the reason why we've gone for 2 p.m. on a Saturday for the PA meeting is because that's what our survey is telling us. It's a bit like family fortunes. So, good. And thanks to those of you who've contributed so far. And if you haven't, give it a go. And I think that just about sums up everything we've got for this week. So great to be back. Look forward to talking to you again next week, and hopefully my voice will sound a little less like a rusty tin can and a little bit more like it normally does. And I look forward to that as well. See you next week.